Hello, YouTube. It's Tom and Friends Variety. How are you all doing? It's been a while since I've done one of these live streams. It's been a while since I uploaded a video too. I've just been busy. Sometimes I lose interest, don't have enough energy to do anything, nothing to show off sometimes. But I'm back. As you can probably tell by the title, I decided to make a video showcasing all of my rare, hard to find, brand new still tapes, I guess you can say, because I've acquired a lot within the past couple weeks. So now I have at least 25 with me here, and I figure I just showcase them all off to you, because as you all know, I'm a big collector. In fact, I have about probably 135, 140 of them in my closet, including the 25 or so, give or take, I have with me, which I gotta reorganize everything. So I'm just gonna showcase my VHS tapes, a handful of DVDs, etc., about what makes them rare, showcase that, and they're in no particular order. So I can't wait for you all to see what I have. I know there's a lot more rare videos out there, which I have yet to even see in person, but maybe I'll find them one day. And those include like the Blockbuster exclusive tapes, which combine like the best of Percy and the best of James, and then sing along the stories with Thomas's trackside tunes. I can't remember their names. Then there's like the George Carlin version of Thomas Gets Tricked. You know, a lot of people know about that. And then there's the Thomas Comes to Breakfast and the Thomas and his friends get along with the UK masters on it. I have many a copy of those two, but every time I get a new one, boom, I immediately check and still no luck on that. But I'm happy with what I have here. Hopefully it'll expand more. So here I go. These are in no particular order. I just grabbed all of them. So I'll just get started. And good afternoon to you, the Crabbers. How are you all enjoying your Sunday? It is Sunday. I don't remember my days anymore. My work schedule's all messed up. But it's a good day to stay inside. It's been cold and rainy all day, so figure now's a good time to do a video like this. So enough rambling. Let's get started. Let's get started here. The first one is, sorry about the lighting too. I don't have much lighting in my apartment. I have a little desk lamp over here by my bed. And another one off in the distance. As I said, I usually don't do this. Jesse Ortiz, what's up? And the Crabbers, how's your day, bro? Good. I'm making a video. How about you? Movies and TV show person, 2001, 2002. Hi. Hello to you. So, you can see my shadow. But, alright, let's get started here. I got the Thomas and the Special Letter. Blue copy. That is one of my favorite VHS. So, like I say, with these rare videos, I got different colored tapes. I got brand new tapes. I got different masters on tapes. Sampler tapes. All that good stuff. So, to get started here is, yep, just a regular old blue copy of Thomas and the Special Letter. It was actually interesting, kind of a sad story. What started about a month or two ago, I just started scouring eBay like I normally do for anything good, and I found the blue copy from 2002. And someone somewhere a couple years ago said that blue copy of Thomas and the Special Letter has Class 40's name board on it. Okay, so I bought the 2002 version of it. Believe it or not, it came in a blue. And I went and got it from the post office. And I stuck it in the VCR, and basically the VCR ate it. So I spent, I don't know how much, 20 bucks on it. Pretty rare tape, put in the VCR, boom, busted. I don't even know what I did with it. But then after that, boom, I found this and bought it. Tested this, and no, it doesn't have. This one doesn't have the Class 40's name board. I don't know about the other, but that sucks. But anyway, resuming on, yeah, just regular old blue tape. My grandma was born in 1954. Okay, that's got nothing to do with this. Congratulations. So there's one. Put that stupid phone down. All right, and then continuing on with the blue tape, I got Thomas Comes to Breakfast. No cover, but I do have a lot of copies of Thomas Comes to Breakfast. I can just swap them out. Some of these came in a big, for sale 20-piece lot. That's how I acquire so many tapes. I get 20 of them at the same time, even though I only want one or two, including this one. Other than them being blue, there's nothing different about the tape master. This one wouldn't have the UK version. This is the original Thomas Comes to Breakfast. So again, different color tape, so kind of hard to find. Do you have toys? I got a couple. Maybe I'll talk about them later. So I like to ramble on a little bit. So this one's a little bit different. It's Make Someone Happy, a very common tape, but it is the original. No, not that one. I have. It's not that one. It's this one. Silly me. It's this one. This is the original sticker label on it. This one's kind of pretty uncommon to find. You usually find this one. So I just found it, swooped it up, $10. You don't see this one too much nowadays. They also have a blue version of this and a blue version of that. This one, really common, but I don't have it. But I think blue version of this. So this was a transition period when they had, this was the first one to have the ink label and the last one had the sticker label. So they made it in both. So very common, this one you don't see very often, so that's why it's part of this rare collection. Except that one. I have like 6 other copies of that. Yeah, so pretty interesting history there. I don't know, just grabbing random crud now. I got Calling All Engines. Believe it or not, this tape had a white cassette at one point. I don't know if many of you have seen this. I even found another one for sale on eBay where I get all of them. So there you go, white version of Calling All Engines. And it's got pink lettering on it. This next one is Thomas Comes to Breakfast 2000 VHS copies. Do that season 4 intro and imports. Yeah, I guess. This one is the first edition of Thomas Gets Tricked, the very first video. It came in a black, a red, and a blue copy, and I happen to have a blue copy, which I found a couple years ago for 50 cents at my library. We always had the library sales. I went with a friend, but I moved away and everything, so it's very, very decent shape. So first edition and blue. It's pretty unique. Got the large wheels on it. They even had slightly different dialogue in a couple of these episodes. I couldn't tell you exactly what, compared to what they were originally on Shining Time Station. I don't know the whole details, but yeah. So moving on, and then speaking of red, this just came the other day. Is I think when James Learns a Lesson first came out, it had 2 different covers, and then also came out and I don't like any of those, I'll tell you that. I just found this the other day. Red version of James Learns a Lesson. Rather appropriate. Thomas has blue and James is red, but it came in all the colors, so rather appropriate that I have the red and blue for their respective poster boys. So, yeah, pretty nice. I've never had this first edition because it has a different image on the back. Both of them do. There's a different scene of James, I forgot from what. But either way, I've never had that image on the back before from Cole. I usually always refer to the episodes as their UK titles. The US ones are very silly sometimes, don't make sense. Yeah, I don't know. But whatever characters you're talking about. Alright, moving on, I got a promo tape here. Thomas DeSoto Stories, 2 Thomas Adventures, free sampler video with the purchase of playset. Don't have the playset, but it came with a, a big bundle of 20 or whatever tapes quite a while ago. There's another tape I'm looking just similar to this. It's called 2 Thomas Adventures. It's got Thomas and Percy and it's yellow. These stuff that came in playsets like this. So that's pretty nice. And if you've never seen the back of it, it's got Better Late Than Never and Woolly Bear. So if you want to try to read that. So there you go, there's that. And then speaking of promo tapes, I got this sucker right here. Very, very hard to find. I only got it 20 bucks or something last year. Thomas's Train Yard Adventures. Don't know how many others have copies of this, but it's pretty hard to find, I believe. Not for individual sale, and the episode's Trust Thomas and Thomas and Bertie's Great Race. And it has something, I believe it's, no, never mind. It had to do with the episode title cards were the same on their, when they first came out, like on the Trust Thomas tape. Something like that. There's that, and here's a tape real quick. It's only 12 minutes long, but there you go. And moving on, I got me blue, go back to colored. Thomas and his friends helped out. The 2003 version. It had a sticker on it there. I do like me some blue tapes, I'll tell you that. So, there's that. Nothing else special about it. Continuing on with blue. Here's a fairly common one. Is 10 Years of Thomas. That's the sticker label. I believe there's also a black sticker label when it came out originally. I don't have it, but it's blue. Then they had the ink label, came out a couple years later. Fairly common. Mostly the ink label one, but hey. I'm just talking about, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Fairly common, pretty common, Thomas's Christmas Wonderland. And then obviously very, very common is Spills and Chills, the blue one, which had Thomas and the Magic Railroad trailer, the, original. So, I'm live, yeah. Sorry about that disruption, if there was one. Not bad. And then, there's one I got a couple while ago while finding a lot of more rare tapes is, believe it or not, Thomas Meets the Queen. It's like 2003 version. Blue. I have never seen this up until a couple months ago. Snapped it right away. Got it. Bought it straight out. Every time I see these, Boom. No questions asked, I buy them. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. They're full of treasures, whatever your face is. Thing is that Anchor Bay never made a new cover for Thomas Meets the Queen. So it's always this original cover, but they made new tapes for it. And they happen to come out with a blue one. I think they probably, I'm sure they made blue ones of a lot of them, if not all of them, between like 2000 and 2003. We'll just have to find them, I guess. Like I said, the other Thomas and the Special Letter, and then I got Thomas and his Friends Help Out. So it's kind of questionable, but yeah, there you go. Nice piece there. And then I got one more blue tape, and this one happens to be in its package. Still in the shrink wrap, everything. It's Cranky Bugs. It's Hanazuki. Okay, thank you. Understandable. Have a nice day. Yeah, I found this for only 20 bucks on eBay. I'm just searching it, and then boom, brand new. And then I saw the picture like that, like whoa, blue and brand new. I believe it would be the ink label. Now, if they had a Cranky Bugs sticker label, blue. Couldn't tell you, I ain't opening it, but there you go. And then moving on, I got a couple other brand new stuff, sing along and stories. It's always my favorite tape. I have many copies of both versions. I've always had the original one. Like it because it's yellow, and then just browse on eBay like last year. I just type in stuff and then click like condition brand new, and then I saw it. I'm like, oh yeah, 10 bucks. Brand new, favorite tape. Well, it's got a crinkle there. Do you like Thomas and Friends and Hans? I don't know. Yeah. And then here's another brand new one that just came in the other day. It was with the James Learns a Lesson one. Two different sellers, but they came at the same time. This is actually my first other, well, it's brand new still, Bully for Mr. Conductor. You know, there's only been about a handful of Shining Time Station episodes released, only about 10, give or take. It was 'Tis a Gift, which I have, and then Sweet and Sour, which was released as part of TV Teddy, and then they released the rest of them, a handful of Season 3 of Shining Time Station ones. So this is my first one other than the Sweet and Sour and 'Tis a Gift. And it's brand new, so I ain't opening it. And it's just got a little scratch on the... Do you like Hanazuki Full of Treasures for last time? No. Yeah, so... brand new Shining Time Station. And then I got one more brand new one. I've had this one forever. Bought it for $1 at Half Price Books. Originally it went for $10.99, and they're having a 50% off sale that day. So, ooh, I saved $1. Brand new from 1996. Wrapping, everything has a coupon attached to it for yogurt. Mail-in offer expires June 1st, 1996. Cool. So that's something pretty cool. Not that great of a tape, but this was my first brand new tape, and I just found it in the store. I didn't have to look very far. And then moving on from there, here's I talked about like the George Carlin version of Thomas Gets Tricked, the UK masters of Thomas Comes to Breakfast and Thomas and His Friends Get Along. Well, here's one I had as a kid, and it took me forever to find it again. Is the 1994 96 version of Percy's Ghostly Trick that has different title cards for the first handful of episodes and has some sing-along lyrics on Thomas's anthem. It's basically the season 4, style this. But I found it a couple months ago. I had this one and then the Trust Thomas Echo version from about the same time. Both of them I had as kids. And that Trust Thomas one is also another one I've constantly been looking on the look for. Sorry. So I don't know how the difference, if there's a difference between the tape on the Trust Thomas version, but I was told by somebody who also has this tape, Brandon Hargis, from a while ago, that if you ever search eBay and you find this version, looks like this. Can you show me Thomas Comes to Breakfast? No. If you ever need it, it's got the smaller text with bigger spacing right there on the top. I have another version I should have grabbed. You know what? I'll do that real quick. Yeah, here you go. This is the normal version and this is the different master. So yeah, it's got the smaller text and the bigger spacing, and this is normal. So once I found that, boom, snapped it up. Every time I got a Percy's Ghostly Trick, I didn't know the difference. I just bought one and hoped that it was the alternate version, but no luck. So yeah. And then, I don't know, speaking of Percy's Ghostly Trick, this is somewhat common. Maybe people don't see it, is that, like I said, with Thomas Meets the Queen, Anchor Bay re-released some of their tapes in the early 2000s, but without new covers. And this includes Percy's Ghostly Trick, there's Thomas Gets Tricked, and Daisy were the other ones. They didn't get new covers, but they had ink labels and everything, so I just bought this in a big, 20-piece lot. I'm like, oh, I've never seen that before. So I don't know if there's truly anything special, but I like it. And then, I don't know, here's one everyone wants to have, TV Teddy. I'm sure a lot of people, somewhat hard to find. I have the TV Teddy, the guy's talking to himself, but in reality, if you have the actual TV Teddy bear, the bear would be talking back, and it has, Thomas and Birdie's Great Race, and then, I should say Terrence the Tractor, Thomas and Birdie's Great Race, and then Toby's Tightrope and The Trouble with Mud, in addition to all the sequences. So there's that. And then, let's see here, I got Daisy, old Daisy. This is the rare unechoed version. I did a video of it last year where I bought a Percy's Ghostly Trick, like blindly, put in the VCR, it wasn't the right version, and then I bought this along with it, put in the VCR, and then boom, it happened to be very hard to find non-echo version. Basically every 98% of them are, messed up audio, except this one. Maybe I'll try it later, because I do have another version, a regular echo version. So that's pretty hard to find, although it came with the Anchor Bay cover, but oh well. And then echo free. Oh, here's same thing with Thomas Gets Bumped. Notorious for always having messed up audio across all versions except a handful, and I believe, I know this one tested this one many times as normal audio, but I've tested all 3 of them, and I believe all 3 of them are unechoed because I have the DVD to compare it to, and then I have another regular Echo 2003 version. So yeah, so pretty hard to find, let alone having 3 of them. Ain't nothing special about the tape. Well, maybe a little something different is it's just got the black and white or the red logo on it. There's that, and then here's a very rare, hard to find DVD, Quarry Adventures on Sodor. Even Thomas Comes to Breakfast has a blue VHS. Yeah, I just showed it. This is very hard to find, came with the playset like most other sampler tapes. I just found it at a thrift store last year. I did upload it back in July or August, but after a while I realized that it's been blocked worldwide, so like I say, sometimes I don't check my channel forever, and then I look and then half my videos are blocked, copyright blocks, so there you go. And this is included, unfortunately, and I'm like, I don't have enough time or energy to mess around with it. But yeah, it comes with Rusty in the Boulder and Thomas Breaks the Rules. Yeah. Which is, it's a pretty poor quality tape because video, because Rusty in the Boulder is from Spills and Chills, and then Thomas Breaks the Rules is from Thomas and His Friends Help Out. It's not a new video, it's just piecing together old, pretty poor quality, just like most American DVDs. It's the same crap over and over again. Like, Thomas gets bumped, release on DVD, you think they fix it. Nope. But whatever. Very hard to find there. And then got this, Thomas's Christmas Wonderland. This one has the rare sampler tape of Thomas's Trainer Tracks. It has Winter Wonderland and the Snow Song, Thomas's Christmas Wonderland. I uploaded this like 3 years ago. A lot of people ask me to sell it to them. I'm like, no. So it's got a different CD sampler on it, and then other stuff similar to that I've been on the lookout for is apparently James and the Red Balloon had a CD sampler with it. Never seen that in person, but I'm on the lookout for it as usual. And then this, moving on to some other sampler DVDs, which I've also most uploaded to my channel. These are take-along set. They had a set based on the episode, and then the DVD included with it, fittingly. Like I said, I think I've uploaded these before. James and the Trouble with Trees, years ago. 2 Thomas and the Special Letters, found those years ago together. I got Henry and the Elephant, which I just uploaded about a month ago because I was searching, like I normally do. I scour eBay, and then instead of VHSs, I did like DVD lot, and I usually find like one of these in a lot of 20, and I'm like, no, I don't want the 20 DVDs, I'll take 20 tapes. I'm like, should I ask him? I just want that one, but I never do. And then I found a DVD lot with all these in it. So here's Henry and the Elephant I uploaded. Story of Thomas and the Jet Engine I uploaded. And then Gordon Takes a Tumble I haven't yet. And then another copy of James and the Trouble with Trees. So all 4 of these sampler DVDs came with like a total of 10. So 6 others altogether of varying, varying likability. Like there's Thomas and the Magic Railroad, Up, Up and Away, and Carnival Capers. But like, no, I bought them for all 4 of these. And it was only like $10 too, so there you go. And then I'm approaching 30 minutes, geez. And last but not least, here's something, I don't know if many of you have seen this, but this was PBS educational toolkit to use in classrooms. Came out a couple years ago. I just like I said, I just scour eBay, find something unusual. PBS Thomas and Friends Educator Toolkit. So I'll give you a little tour of this. All aboard, this is a little guide with everything in it. It has 2 discs in it. There's this DVD which has a handful of episode segments. They're from season 17, around that era, and music videos from around that era. And then the CD-ROM, you know, you put in the computer. It's got various activities on it, printable posters, discussion questions, activities, other stuff like that. When I first bought this, I tried to upload it to my channel, and I was just scouring through it all, but there was really nothing noteworthy about it. It just had episode clips and other random stuff on it, which, yeah, wasn't worth it, but pretty neat find to have in my collection. Yeah, copyright 2014, so had season 17 stuff on it. Yeah, I know. It airs on Nick Jr., so just a little miscellaneous something. But otherwise, that's all I have for you. There's my big miscellaneous collection of brand new tapes, different colored tapes, different tape masters, other little miscellaneous sampler tapes, sampler DVDs, other miscellaneous hard to find stuff. So I'm approaching the 32-minute mark. So hope you enjoyed it all. So I gotta upload this guy pretty soon, but otherwise, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe I'll showcase an entire collection of 140, 35, 40 tapes, whatever. But otherwise, I'll see you guys later. There